YouTube, what is up? It's your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com. And in today's video, I'm going to break down how to run the most frustrating coverage defense in the game. In Madden 23, defense is challenging, but this coverage defense, I had never seen it before until this game. And it definitely gave me some problems, so I want to bring it to you guys and break it down so you guys can know how to run it. So, this guy's running a very unique nickel formation. You guys can see his D-line and his linebackers are lined up in a very unique fashion. Now, if you look at his abilities, he essentially has deep out zone KO, pick artists on his two outside safeties and his two outside corners, but he's using the right of screen safety. Now, he's running the, I believe it's the cover 9 show 2, but as you guys can see here, he's mixing and blitzing that slot corner with playing all-out coverage style defense. Now, in this game, you're going to see how I attack it and how he runs it, and I definitely recommend utilizing this defense in your game because it does a really good job against corner routes, against tight formations in general. It is really effective. Now, that was a really tight window right there, but because I noticed his defense, he's running is good against corner routes, I attacked it with a slant post combo over the middle of the field. Now, guys, this game is actually crazy. It goes down to the last play of the game. So not only is this a great defensive breakdown, but this was a great game. An absolute great game. So you guys can see this cover 9 show 2 he's running. It's very unique. He has his nickel on the left of the screen pretty much every single play. And again, the way his line, you guys can see, in his front 7 is reacting. This is almost like if you guys remember a few years ago, probably like, I want to say it was almost 4 or 5 years ago now when everyone ran the big dime slant show 2 blitz. That's kind of what that blitz looked like. How the D-line and the linebackers kind of just all fan out. There's basically nobody directly over the D-tackle. You guys can see the 2 linebackers basically line up next to the edge rushers. It's a unique look, not only for coverage, but also for run defensive purposes, right? And blitzing. So he's also shifting his D-line to the left, and I have to think that he's trying to slow down the trap. Like, you'll see I'm going to test the run D out, and it does a decent job for the most part. So one of the easiest ways you can attack match coverage is just as I did there, by basically having 4 eligible receivers on one side of the field. So like when I motioned over there, I had a corner route, I had a flat route, I had a trail, and a streak. 4 routes, and that broke the match coverage. So basically, at that point, the corner route was going to be open on the sideline, no matter what, because the short side corner will always beat zone. And because I negated his match coverage, remember his match coverage will defend corner routes, but by having 4 offensive players on one side of the field, it turned his match coverage off, basically turning it into zone drop defense, just regular zone, and a corner route on the short side with a streak will always beat that. Now, this is a new look he just gave me, nickel 2 trap. I guess this is his red zone defense. I'm guessing nickel 2 trap. But basically, guys, this is going to be a really challenging defense to attack. You're going to see it throughout the game. Even this drive was tough, but trust me, it gets even tougher with the adjustments he uses that I will break down for you guys later in the game. So, at the goal line, nickel's probably, or big dime, big nickel, nickel, dime, big dime, whatever, is probably not the best formation to use, as I can just sneak it in there, but, it was really tough. Now, the thing is, we went right to half, basically, so I'm back on offense. And, again, guys, I've told you, he's really good against corner routes, but the weakness is probably the middle of the field in the seam, slant, post. That's kind of how I'm looking to attack it, and I threw a really good dot there. I just fumbled, I guess that's on me for not having my ball carrier on conservative. I would definitely recommend, for the most part, playing on conservative, especially when you have an X-Factor running back, because the X-Factor running backs still break tackles even on conservative, and then you won't risk fumbling, if you're receivers like I just did there. So, probably a bad call on my part not to be on conservative. I'm not even going to lie. I can't blame anybody but myself. So now he actually has a pretty unique offense right there, and you guys can see he just clicked onto a tackle. That means he's running the ball. I saw that, and he's going to run a draw. You guys see his tackle was highlighted. You saw his tackle's name. Anytime you see someone highlight an offensive lineman, that means they're running the ball. That's a very under-the-radar tip. Not a lot of people utilize. Looking to become a better Madden player and win more games? Check out sportsgamers.com. I built sportsgamers.com from the ground up to give you the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks, all at the best price, bar none. We have a VIP membership that gives you access to the entire site, every ebook, and every tip we release all year long for only $24.99. Click the link in the description. I've also pinned it in the comments, and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. But you can run commit when you see that. You just got to be careful. When you do it, you don't overuse it. That's actually something that I've been utilizing for quite a while now that really makes a big difference. So you guys can see my defense here. I'm in the DB fire, basically a hybrid man zone, man across the board. I'm going to go guard that middle of the field route, and he tries to go to the corner, but Chad Johnson, the free safety, is a must-have. He gets every knockout in the game with his universal coverage, passive ability. That means that his universal coverage is not actually going to be an X factor, but it's actually going to be an ability. So it's on all game long, you with every knockout. And it also does say, man zone knockouts, period. So you're going to get man or zone knockouts no matter what. Broke up the corner out. But his offense is pretty unique, as you'll see later. He runs a lot of tight, but audibles into empty. It's pretty tough. But, I fumble. He gets essentially a free stop, and he doesn't even get a first down. So I'm playing some D this game myself. So you guys can see this adjustment he's making defensively against the trap. Now he's keeping that linebacker lined up in the box instead of putting him on the edge. He's not letting that linebacker become an edge rusher. He's keeping him in the box, which will make it harder for me to run the ball. Now this cover 9 show 2, you guys can see what's going on here is the nickel side. Where the nickelback is, it's cover 2. And the side opposite the nickelback, which is where he's using, is cover 4. It's a combo coverage match, but it is match, right? So I actually have Omaha activated now because I've dotted him up all game. So again, I know that if I break his match coverage just like I do here, my corner route will be open, especially because his flat zone is now pressed. It's not even backed up. So I can take the flat, but the corner's open over the top. And, I throw that again every single time. This game, fumble and then a bad break right there. You could say I should have highballed that. I guess I should have highballed it just to be 100% certain he didn't get a crazy jump pick. But the thing with highballing it on the sideline is sometimes it goes out of bounds. I made a judgment call right there. I thought that was over the top enough of the corner. I didn't need to highball it. But that's one of the dumbest things about Madden 23, in my opinion, is every time you don't highball past, even if it's open, you risk something like that happening. Not a fan of the way the highball is so necessary this year. Personally, it is what it is. We're just going to have to play some D, though. Again, you guys see it. This defense, I just threw a pick with Omaha on. Even though it was kind of like, I threw a dot, but, guy got a crazy animation. Still, it's a good defense. It is. It doesn't give up any big plays. You have to really know what you're doing to attack it. It's solid. Now, he's kind of in a box, though. He has no idea what to do at this point. He's getting turnovers and can't even get a single first down in Madden 23. So he's coming out in tight doubles. He's audibling to basically the empty bunch, right? Or the tight, he's audibling into empty bunch. And, he's committed to the run. He has a draw. He has the runs out of tight. But then he is passing the ball too. But I'm doing a really good job of my defense, manning people up out of my zone to do a good job. So, again, I did say that I thought I could attack him with the run. And as we get later into this game, I'm going to find some new runs that are working well. What I'm noticing is if he lets his defense fan out like that, the trap works very well. But when he keeps that secondary player, and more in the box, the trap sometimes has not been working, even though it did work the last 2 plays. So now he's going back to the nickel 2 trap defense instead of the cover 9 show 2. And it looks like he just gave up the corner out over the top for the easy to touch. Nope, we don't get inbounds. Hey, man, I'm in a hell game with Lovett, Maine. He's he's playing some D. I can't lie. Like, it is a little frustrating. I feel like I'm getting some bad breaks. But he's playing a really, bend but don't break. Like, he's not going to give up the big play. He actually has good abilities. He has the deep out zone KO on every one of the important players. So this is going to be, like I said, this is one of the most unique defenses I've probably played all year. Like, I have not played this defense one time. So now I'm trying to trick him by motioning over my running back so he thinks that I actually flipped the formation. And why I did that is, if he thought I flipped the formation, he'd be worried about the deep corner route to the other side of the field, but I actually didn't flip it. I just motioned the running back. And it worked. He kind of fell asleep on the deep corner, but A-Rod sold me, and overthrew my touchdown. And at this point, I'm just like, what the hell do I need to do against this dude? I'm fumbling, getting bad breaks on open players, overthrowing touchdowns. Like, he can't even get a first down and he's winning. Like, what's up, man? Whew, it is what it is. But once again, guys, you can see the easiest way to attack this defense is over in the middle. Seams, slants, posts. That's really what's attacking this match the best, especially because he's on that safety himself. I honestly, like, looking back on this game, I don't even know why he's playing on that safety. If I was him, I would get on the middle of the field guy. I would not be on a safety. So here I'm going to be able to, again, break his match with the motion I use. I have the corner out open, the end zone, touchdown. Penalty 2. Oh, not a touchdown. Once again, we just get the worst animation possible. All these dice roll animations are literally going his way every single time. We got overthrows, not getting our feet in bounds. We got picks on routes that are open because we're getting super jumps, balls over our heads. I mean, whatever, man. So right here, I've been running a lot. We're going to play action. So right there, literally, he hesitated for 1 split second. And because he hesitated, he gave up the seam over the top. Really good dot right there. That was a close one, though. A close one. He was close, but I just knew once I saw that hesitation, thrown that around a million times this year, I knew it was going to be open. Here, I mean, I was just in, for some reason, I was in nickel normal, and I had no audible set. I was in the wrong D. He should have no-huddled me there, because I would have had to call timeout. But, yeah, I don't know why I was in the wrong defense. He got lucky as hell. He got a free big play because I was just simply in the wrong defense with no ability to audible out. I did not want to waste a timeout right there. We're coming towards the end of the game, and I'm up 5. So if he scores a touchdown here, like, I'll need to come back and get points. So good player by him right there. I've been leaving that guy unguarded, basically because I know he kept sending him over the middle, and I was going to guard him myself. But he just threw it too fast that I couldn't get over there in time. And, hey, that was a good play. So I was mainly worried about that corner out on the left of the screen. Now, when he goes to this, a lot of times he's been throwing, corner routes or trails over the middle, mixing it in the QB draw. But this tight Y off, I'm sorry, I said tight doubles earlier, but tight Y off, empty bunch scheme is honestly annoying to deal with. It's giving me a lot of different players I'm having to man up, different adjustments I'm having to do. I think I have a good D right here. There's nothing open. That should have been a pick. Just throwing right at my zone. And he's manned up with his zone right there. That should have been a pick. That's pick artist deep out zone knockout. Dion Acrobat 2, I think. It's a bad break. I've been having a lot of bad breaks this game. That's for certain. See what he's doing right here. I'm thinking he's probably motioning out a streak for a corner potentially. I'm going to have to watch the tight end. And he hit me with Y curl. Oh, I did not expect Y curl. Great play call by him right there. I left that guy unmanned. I did not expect Y curl, and he made me pay. That was a really, really good play call by him. Great play. I would say his first great play of the game, if I'm keeping it 100. Now he's winning because I've turned the ball over 100 times this game. He's going to go for 2 here, obviously. He wants to go up 3, so a field goal does not beat him. Smart call. You guys can see my adjustments. I'm getting a little crazy. I got to guard the middle. Okay, so I shaded my coverage underneath from man right there, and somehow a dragon looks like just whooped the shaded down man that bad. That was unfortunate. Whoo! So this is the money drive right here, and guys, I've kind of got a new little strategy going on right now. I'm actually starting to run counter with trap. So what I'm noticing in this defense is when he keeps his DB on the outside like that, I'm going to run trap, right? Now, when he brings that DB into the box, not on the edge, I'm going to run counter because in any situation, I'm going to have the numbers advantage against this defense. Now, I've been no-huddling so much, I guess my guy got tired right there, so I actually lost the yard. And so we're not going to run again here. We're going to just throw a dot. We've had this all game long. The seam slant post combo has been killing him. So we're going to take a timeout. After that last run, Patterson was dead. He couldn't even get a yard. So, I knew we needed a break after all the no-huddling. And we're going to come back out and counter. I really, really like this scheme because if he keeps his DB on the outside hip right there, we can run trap. But if he brings him in like he just did, it's counter every single time. The blocking is absolutely tremendous against this look. Even without my X factor, which I have back now, I know I can get yards. So now he kept his DB on the outside. We're going to run trap. And this is like, honestly, I finally figured out this defense. It took me a while. But at this point, like, I know he can't stop me. There's just no way. I could run the ball every play against this now that I have a good key on what he's doing. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout here. So I got one timeout left, 2nd and goal. So I might have to pass right here. Now, against this look, honestly, against this look, I think we're going to pass. We still have a timeout, so like I could come back and run the ball if I wanted to. But this looks like better run defense. This is probably the nickel trap too, and I know that the slant post combo with the 2 flats will absolutely kill this. He's going to have to pick with his user between the slant and the post, and I should just be able to hit the other one for a touchdown. I really like this play call against this defense. Let's see. Yep, I was right. Tutty, let's go, man. Let's go. That's how you come in clutch with the dots. Hey, that was some tough defense this dude played, though, and he has 1 play left, so hopefully, like, we've been getting a little unlucky, I feel like, in the majority of this game. Hopefully nothing crazy pops off here. He's got 1 play. If I was him, I don't know what I would do here. I mean, at 20-yard line, you just basically need to get lucky. Just need to just have a big play and some broken tackles and just a lot of things go your way. But, you know, crazier things have happened. Let's see. He's going to spread it out, go empty. I'm just going to sit back and 3-man deep, basically. And he throws a corner route. I mean, I don't know why he did that. GG's in the chat, though. Until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.